Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. Man, what we was doing last round? I forgot. Something we was doing.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Hold on, I had to get my level up.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Oh. Okay. So this the mission reader, right? That's the mission. Why? Hold on. World map. Ah. So I can explore. That's good.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Man, y'all trying to overload me with too much missions, man. But anyway, we had to go. What we did last round? We was with Sebastian last rounding, or last episode. Yeah, that's where we was. We was talking to him. Now I gotta see which thing I gotta do first, because it's a lot of missions, but that's the one I want to do, man. I want to get the main mission inside. When I come back, I gonna have to do some off camera. Actually, no. I do it on camera. We could get that skill up. Yeah, we could get that skill up. But I have the invisibility cloak now. We learned that from Sebastian. Sebastian, right? Yeah, he helped us with something. I know. There's plenty. There's plenty.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
But I gotta link up with my gal. She called me, you see. Gal from Wakanda.
Smell. Is she growing Punja's onion again?
I wonder what this is. Sebastian.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
Look at his hair, man.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Okay.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Pull the mandrake. What? Wait. What in the world?
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new form and cut out the soil!
Wait, that was crazy, bro. That was sick. That was sick.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
That was
Now,
crazy.
For our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
They want to turn me into a herbalist,
I
man.
wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I nearly went deaf.
Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's
All right.
fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Okay, so I gotta plant this, right? It's gonna be ready in 9 minutes. That ain't bad.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Cabbage with his bite? Crazy, bro.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead.
Alright, so up these stairs, right?
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
There's a time.
Go on.
Yeah, they look crazy.
Grab a
Look
few of
at
those
they look like killers.
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Alright, so we could throw these at them. All okay. Now how do you throw them? Oh,
Look at
look.
that.
Wow.
They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
I can't pick him up.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants.
Yeah,
Like
wait.
stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Ah.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you
That
back
was
in
crazy.
class.
That was crazy. Let me put a couple more of these inside my arsenal. Now we ready. We could use these, boy. Wait, that's crazy, boy. Well, models. So that means they have more, I wonder what, there's a couple dollars in my pocket. Listen, that means they have a lot of killer plants in this universe.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
This woman ain't joking.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
If that's the case, right?
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Watch this.
Make anything.
If somebody...
You must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendship.
Okay. If somebody was into just gardening, they could play this game straight through. This look like it's that deep. Hold on, I think I going the wrong way. See? Let me get my markers. Get my markers with sense. There you go. So I gotta make sure. So it's a couple other things I gotta do inside it. Hold on. Where this thing is. Come here. Where you going? Oh no, I can't do that. Where you is? Come to daddy. Have I see these flying sheets?
Someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make them look completely incompetent.
Alright, so this is the next class. I gotta get my class game up, man. I gotta study. That's how it is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Okay. So I gotta construct something. No.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Hold on. I'm doing it the wrong way. Okay.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
A drop. So time. Just gotta take my time and do this. Wait, this is a time. Take your time, old boy.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Looking at me like that, man. It's a pro. Tell you it's a prodigy. Okay.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
You saying, sweetie? I just finished. I just finished.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Anyway. Anyway.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
So time. Okay, that's one. I just trying to figure. Okay, so there's a feather. I got everything right.
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Throw that in your pocket.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Throw that in your pocket.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
All right. "28 seconds.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's
I gotta wait 28 seconds for
What's
this.
happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Oh my goodness. I should have never did that.
Dragon Dart! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Big man, I just come in this class. You ain't no way you can cost me. I should have never did this way. Anyway.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Thank you, sir.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Thank you, sir. I can't talk, damn it. This boy trying to stress me out. Alright. It's the next mission I gotta do. I can't see it on my map. Let me get out of this class.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
Now. I outside the class, right? Man. Where the next quest is? The next quest.
Defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
But surely those were
there is such a thing as trying too hard.
You got a vibe with me.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's. Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from the fight.
Sound like you got a vibe, but you don't want none of the smoke, boy. You don't want none of the smoke. Anyway.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
I ain't into that right now, man. You all want me to do too much things. Right now, I looking for this, I trying to find this other thing, man. Oh, right there. Outside the field. Alright, I gotta go outside. I done did what I had to do inside. Just let me out. I know this can be a little while though.
I tried doing homework.
Because these some huge places. I didn't even know I saw the backside. Hold on, through this way. I getting used to the halls, I ain't gonna lie. Now once I get outside, outside, oh man. You know what I need? I need a broom. I can need that. I can need one flying broom. I wonder how much money I get. I can't buy one of them. I think I can buy one of them this episode. Right after this mission. At least I get a long run. At least I don't do stamina. Hold on. Hold on. I don't want to go off course, right? Thank you. But I should be equipped for what I need though. So this carrying me to the other side of the school. That's a long way, you know. If I would have known that. See, and the thing is I can't even... I gotta get my broom. I ain't gonna lie. That's the only way that's gonna work. That's the only way that's gonna work. I ain't into walking these long distances. Only this one time. I can fast travel a lot of times. See, I gotta tuck this right here, man. Anyhow. I almost there. Look at the scenery though. Everything nice and calm. I gotta meet with Nadi. She ready? We gotta go on this mission
could prove
together.
Dangerous if I'm not careful.
We good, man. I got what I need. I need to get that broom. That's the only thing I need, though.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, too. What's going on?
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Boy, I wonder if you can tell on me if I... Anyway.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Ah, okay.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Ah,
Be
boy.
on your guard.
All right.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Well. Ah, my girl from Wakanda. See, they done starting this. They done starting this, bro. Just done 50,000 missions in one. All these side quests, boy.
They must have come this way. Think.
Who you looking for? Hold on, they ain't looking for
Who
me.
did you think I might have seen? I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi, speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You don't want this, bro. I promise you, you don't want this. You don't want this. I tell you. Boom. Well, muddle shred. Get over there, boy. Look here. You want this too?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Look here. They bring in the troops. Alright. You should know that. You should know that. You should know that. I can push you out. I can put you out. I can put you out. You should know better than this, my boy. Alright. Finish. What you dealing with?
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Alright.
Are you alright?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Yeah, who was Priya?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
All right.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
All right, well...
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
I mean, we could try it.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
All right.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
This ain't gonna send me into a trial-y. I can't shoot at it. I can't shoot at it. And I can't stand on it. I mean, I can stand on it, right? So it's 40s, right?
These pillars are pyres, and pyres are meant to be lit.
Oh, fire. I understand.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
I don't know if... I don't see the next one though. There's only 3 of them? Oh, I thought it was 4.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I gotta pull out, man. I gotta get this broom.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
That's nice.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
That was good. That was good. So right now, what I need to do is, I wonder if I could fast travel from here to Hogsmeade.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
Yeah, we could talk. Okay. In the common room. I wonder what this can be. This a minister?
Do come and speak to me. I believe I can help you with something.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
Justice must be served.
This could be right up my street. Even we Hufflepuffs enjoy a good mystery.
Glad to hear you're up to the challenge. Plus, I believe you'll benefit from this undertaking. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
Firstly...
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Oh, didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
Okay.
Can you tell me more about your great niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great niece can tell you more.
Okay.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there soon, I hope.
Alright. I gotta talk to Alan. I think I can stop this reader, because this time to take me down a rabbit hole. I can catch y'all in the next episode.